Welcome back. I know you guys are angry. But when we left off, we were about to find out that there's another reason that proves why Makoto definitely is not the killer, because we're going to clear our name in this one. And
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
They had to do something before they got in that bathroom, and we figured it out.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Let me stop it right here and say, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If not, I hope this makes your day just a little bit better, or I don't know, just get your mind off of what's going on. I know the world is really crazy right now, but with prayer and everything else, I'm sure it will get a lot better. We just got to keep hope and faith and do the right thing. But I'm sorry, I just need to get that off my head.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
We definitely remember. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that prove it is... Let's go down to... No, not that. No. Is it the door... Is it the door frame or the door... I'm gonna do the doorknob. Right?
I got it!
Okay. I thought I did it wrong.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
Okay, can somebody do me a favor? And you weren't there, so I'm not going to give you too much of a hassle because you didn't investigate with everybody. You were too freaked out, and I get it. But can somebody tell me that could I have used the door frame too? Or the answer was actually the doorknob. I just wanted to know.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Of course not. No, he would not.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
But why would he have to do that if he knows how to open the door? Leon.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident
Oh, you know what? They don't know
unfolded.
about the door yet.
Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? And I'm sorry, you guys, I am losing my voice. That's why I'm really close to the mic. So if you hear me breathing or you hear like a weird noise, it's probably my nose. My nose is stopped up too. I'm having a rough day. There's a bit more to learn about the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear? I will, but you guys absolutely will not. All right. So let's make an argument. We already know.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
That's true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Okay.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Okay.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
No, that's wrong.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. So can I shoot one or the other?
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it.
Why do you want us
We
to...
already know the answer.
You want us to be the killer so bad, Toku, and it's making me not like you. It's not because the door was locked. No, there's a different reason entirely.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
I don't want to press nothing.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Okay,
She
I
then fled
figured
into
out
the
how to-
bathroom.
Then the killer ran, and they got into the
It was
bathroom.
what
At that
he
point, the
said.
killer had to try and bust down
I don't
the
know
door
if it's
because
that.
Sayaka had locked it.
Is it that? Okay.
No, that's
Someone
wrong.
let me know. Could I have shot one or the other or both?
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Go ahead and take that pie, that truth pie, and smash it in their face, Makoto.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Even Sakura's starting to get it now.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
He sure can.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
Look, I kind of like Monokuma's song. Like, I know I'm staying quiet because you know my voice is taking a pounding right now. Don't read into that. No, anyways. So anyways, I'm very quiet right now because I'm also trying to pay attention as well. But I kind of like Monokuma's song. I just want to chime in and say that.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't
And it just
open was
closed.
just because it was stuck.
They just shut it off.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because the door was stuck, Celeste, we just said that.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
I think I know what she's talking about. Let me just take a quick look at the truth bullets real quick. Where is it? Yes, I know what she's talking about.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Me and Kyoko looking at the same person. The killer was convinced that the bathroom door was locked. So they didn't know the room actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about this, they always gotta time me. I don't like this. Took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
Nope.
That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Yep. Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
So here's what I've come up with so far. So someone came to the room looking for Sayaka, knocked on the door. Sayaka opened the door and let them in. They attacked Sayaka. She tried to attack them but didn't know what she was doing. Probably dropped the knife or got the knife knocked out of her hand or something like that. And maybe ran for the sword, because they did say that the sheath and the sword were both scratched up, or no, they were banged up or something. I don't know, I forgot. I can't really go into much because I'm still trying to figure it out too. I'm kind of confused. So
regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
So, another thing, the reason why I was mentioning that, not because I'm trying to figure this whole case out before it ends, but more so is that if someone came to the room and Sayaka attacked them, is what I feel what happened, right? If Sayaka attacked them, then why didn't they just leave after she ran in the bathroom? Why did they have to finish the job? That's my whole thing. It's like, I would have left and told everybody Sayaka went crazy. She tried to kill me. Like, I don't know.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Did we just make you put your foot in your mouth, Byakuya?
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Finally, Toku. Oh my god, thank you. That's what I've been telling you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Shut up, Hifumi.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
I don't think you can do that right now.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious?
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
There you go, Hina.
Oh, you.
Celeste, this is why I don't like you. I mean, you're very cute. I do like your outfit. But, I mean, did you have to be that rude?
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
It might lead to anything.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well...
Any day, Hina.
I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
With that video, she already mentioned how much her group meant to her. And the video showed that they were out. They said you had to find out after graduation. She could have possibly let someone in. This is why I feel that she let someone in, because she was gonna plan on, doing something bad first.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up.
No.
That's possible, right?
No.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Yes.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
No, Chihiro, but that's a very good answer. But no, that's impossible either, because then we would have evidence on the doorknob too. But Monokuma already said.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Yep.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
She let him in already.
That can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Hifumi, I will roundhouse kick you in your neck and break your shoulder like Dante did on AI.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
I'm gonna snap shoulders in a minute. Hifumi's first. He's standing right next to Makoto. I'm gonna snap shoulders. Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way. Wasn't the struggles. Switching rooms. Service dying. Door frame. Nameplates. Ice trash. Incinerator. It has to be that, right?
I got it!
Okay, got it.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
We're using a lot of our evidence, which is good, because I didn't think that we were going to use it. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point even with switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Unless she was faking, Makoto, she could have been using you.
What if her being scared was a lie?
You know what? I just added somebody to my favorite list just now. Just because we on the same page.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
To use you. Your boy parts started to tingle. You got all mixed up and you thought she liked you, but she only liked you. Have you seen Hey Arnold?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get... Oh my god.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
I know, it's getting exciting.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
And we know who that is.
It was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Because I don't think the killer would have been able to copy, and hopefully they bring this up too. I don't think the killer would have been able to copy Sayaka's handwriting.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Her name is right at the bottom. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
Oh, you want to believe she's so innocent.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Definitely not you, Hifumi.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Shut up, Hifumi.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Why?
Huh?
She still
What
think
makes
it's
you
us.
say that?
She still think it's us. So we're gonna have to break you like we broke Toku.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
We wouldn't ask you.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh boy. Okay. Make your argument. The dormant nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see.
Oh, okay. I get it.
If someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Which she switched the nameplates, or he switched the nameplates, or she switched the nameplates.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
Yes, they would.
It certainly would seem that way.
Because either the killer or Sayaka switched the nameplates. I don't know who did it yet, because they haven't said it. But I mean, I feel like it was Sayaka. I don't know why. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's. The reason for that has to be because what got switched between mine and Sayaka's rooms. the nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Makoto.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Is it this? That's wrong? Oh no. Your meaningless words are tired to me. Please stop wasting my time. Oh no. Okay.
Sayaka
I think
and
I shot the
Makoto
wrong thing,
switched rooms,
like getting
correct?
excited. Let me calm down.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room
that Makoto was staying in.
That's the right
No,
one.
that's
I
wrong.
got excited, you guys. I'm sorry.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
I'm telling y'all, I should have been a detective. Maybe I should go into that as a profession. No.
And
I'm
the nameplate
26,
on
I'm too
Makoto's
old.
room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Absolutely.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Of course not, but... Oh, no, because... Okay, I was like, but wouldn't somebody have seen it or heard her out in the hallway and stuff? But no, the rooms are soundproof. I keep forgetting.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only person who knew we had switched rooms. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Unless she
So the
told
only
someone
other
else.
person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
She's really breaking our little hourglass, our little sunshine glass that we had on Sayaka, thinking she was such a good person. It's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come and see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Chihiro, you angel. Just pay attention, honey. You don't have to do anything but sit there and smile.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
She was gonna...
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
No, we can pretty much understand why. She tried to do...
That's where the answer lies.
What happened
I
then
get it.
Probably...
We're not trying to prove it to us because, you know, you as the reader will probably figure it out because it's the first case. I'm sure they've made it very easy for us on every part. And also, it's us basically trying to get people on our side to prove to them what we already know.
Whoever she invited over came in and attacked her!
Yes.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Unfortunately, that's probably the right answer. See, Taka's on the same... Taka's getting there. Taka, see, this is why you're my favorite guy so far.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
and Mondo.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Winky face Sakura, you better stop.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
It was used, but I don't think it was used how I'm thinking it's used, so I would like to know what
Sayaka
they think.
suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
And you left it far away from your bed, where you couldn't get it like
Seems
right
pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because... I'm gonna stop it right here. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. I'm really excited. We're getting closer to the truth, and I feel like we already know the truth, but we got to prove it to everybody else. So I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Bye.